There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole. So fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. So fix it, dear Henry, so fix it, dear Henry. With what should I fix it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what should I fix it, dear Liza? With what? With a straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, with a straw. But the straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza. But the straw is too long, dear Liza, too long. So cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, so cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, cut it. With what should I cut it? With dear Liza, with what should I cut it? Dear Liza, with what? With an axe, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, with an axe, dear Henry, dear Henry, with an axe. But the axe is too dull, dear Liza, dear Liza, but the axe is too dull, dear Liza, too dull. With what should I sharpen it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what should I sharpen it, dear Liza? With what? With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, with a stone. But the stone is too dry, too dry, too dry. But the stone is too dry, too dry. So wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, so wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, wet it. With what should I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what should I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, with water, dear Henry, dear Henry, with water. With what should I carry it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what should I carry it, dear Liza? With what? With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, with a bucket. But there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. But there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole.